what we have here is we have a box of Panini Golden Age, and the reason we're doing this is actually because tomorrow's episode of Nerd that's going to drop is on searching for Bobby Fischer. This is one that Dre is very excited to do. Dre, if you've heard him talk on the show, huge fan of chess, and the sort of wordplay that we have on this episode is that we are searching for, among all the fantastic things that you can pull out of here, we're searching for the elusive Bobby Fischer. Now, we have a box topper here. It feels thick, which I like. Should we open the box topper first or last? Let's do that last. We're going to save the box topper for the end. So what we have here is we have these are Panini. Panini, if you were a baseball card kid, this is the company that makes like Donruss. Yeah, we have. It feels like there's more than just a big card in here, Dre. It feels like there's big cards. Now, searching for Bobby Fischer, of course. Bobby Fischer is a very polarizing character because he is one of the greatest chess players all time, and also a rabid anti-Semite. But these Panini Golden Age, these are a great product. It's not just like baseball or anything like that, but these are very pop culture themed. I'm going to do my best to. We got these, cards. Ooh, they have like a very vintage feel to them as well. And of course, aside from all the cool stuff we have, I was as a pop culture historian. This is kind of right up my alley too. My light's a little too on the nose there. Yeah, if they put Pop-Tarts in these, I'll go crazy. So Whitey Ford, you know him as the guy that sings the blues. We have the Whitey Ford. Now let's see on the back, sort of just like little quick biographies. They give you a card number, and that's very important too because there are subsets and things like that in here. Like we have actor Rudolph Valentino. So when they say Golden Age, they are not kidding. Tony Perez. I always wonder how they chose what that is. Now this is just like Allen and Ginter. We see Ben Hogan. He's a famed golfer. Allen and Ginter by Topps did very well by making these little guys here. I actually really like the little cards. I think they're really fun. Vida Blue, and we have Curly Howard from the Three Stooges. And weirdly enough, my foster brother's one of his heroes, and today is my foster brother's birthday. So that's really exciting. There are relics in here. There are autographs. These are a very, very fun sort of, they definitely capture that Golden Age feel. This package feels thick. Feels thicker than normal. Oh my God, I called it up. I said this is thicker than normal, and boy, I nailed it, because look at that. We got a relic or something right here. That is very exciting to pull on your second pack. So what we'll do is we're going to put that in the back. We're going to put Dwight, we're going to put Ike. We're going to put Ike right there. So our small card is Ben Hogan. Wow. Is that the only one we get? Is that just two little Ben Hogans every time? Like also every purchase. So the theme of this card is sort of just like the golden age of pop culture. And if you look, it says right here, that's a good question, Mutant Lover Boy, but it says, autographs and memorabilia from some of the nation's greatest athletes, entertainers, and newsmakers from the golden age of America. And the golden age, generally what they mean is back when you could be racist. Dwight Eisenhower. We have old Burley Grimes. Eddie, is it Licott? I don't even know who that is. Don Larson. We have Bod Woodward of Woodward and Bernstein fame. Why is that light so on the nose? There you go. I moved it out of the way. Now, we have something here. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. It is a spacer card. So what they do with these spacer cards, this is a little annoying, but it's actually kind of nice, is a lot of people like to do what they call pack searching. Like, I can go here and I can feel that one of these packs feels a little thicker than the other one. So what they do is they add these little pack spacers here. I think Topps might be the only company that doesn't do it. I know Upper Deck does it. I know apparently Panini does it. It's kind of a false start, but they definitely don't make it they don't really punish you. I think you get the same amount of cards. So yeah, it has very Geraldo Vault scenario. Yeah, that was the search for Al Capone's card that we just had here. It's dirty, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, we bought the whole box, but it's actually kind of nice because pack searchers are jerks, generally speaking. Johnny Weissmuller, athlete and actor, must be nice. We have Penny Chenery, Secretariat owner. Feels like the card should be Secretariat, but that's fine. We got a nice Kareem Abdul-Jabbar here. That's going to be very good because I have a lot of people that are Lakers fans in my Patreon. Save that for a no prize. We have a Chick Gandil. We have the Joe DiMaggio here. And, yeah, the Nuts Trying Away in Fondle Magic packs. Yeah, pack searching is... and Billy Martin. Funny story, I bought a box of Topps Heritage, and I got 3 special Billy Martin cards. And boy, as a Red Sox fan... Not great pulling, like, you know, when all your pulls are Billy Martin cards. Yeah. They say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar bucks, but I don't know. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar... I mean, Lou Alcindor maybe was a buck, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a Laker. We have Hal Newhouser, Joe Jackson. We have Shoeless Joe. I know that there are, like, parallels of Shoeless Joe in there. Bob Gibson, of course. The decade range for the Golden Age, yeah, I think it's like everything up before the 80s, it seems like. And I feel like they had to creep up closer to like the 70s and get people like Bob Gibson because they started to realize like, oh, we just have white people in here. So yeah, it is pretty wide. Johnny Bench. We just have the Three Stooges. I like how they say just comedians and not actors. And the Chick Gandil, or Bandel, I don't know. It's interesting. It's good to see everybody joining. Viola, Charlie Whiskey, good to see you. Sorry I'm not seeing everybody in here, but I'm balancing a lot of information here. Now, some of you might know this, and some of you might not, but these cards, most of them are going to be given away on my Patreon, patreon.com/JeffMay. Everybody that's a member of the Jeff May rookie card tier, you could get an Alkaline K-Line card in the mail. You could get a Nolan Ryan card. That looks to me like he's in his Angels uniform. Seattle Slew, who's the winner of the 1977 Triple Crown. We have an Earl Weaver mini card. These are fun. Jane Mansfield, whose daughter would go on to achieve massive SVU success. And a Roger Hornsby card. So yeah, they cover a lot of space. This one feels like it's going to have something in it, which means it might have a spacer card. It might have a relic card. Who knows? But it feels a little bit thicker than normal. And, you know, sure as shit. Look at that. So that's why they put those spacers in there, because I could tell that there's something in here already. So let's see. I will do that so we can see what is revealed here. So we have Battling Nelson. Battling? That's a weird name. And he is the lightweight champ. This stringy, violent man, huh? We have Denny McClain, Buck Leonard. I love all these old names. Walter Hagen, Jim Bunning, Frank Tanana. That guy, he ended up lasting until the 80s, so there you go. And we have another spacer card. So good for Panini for doing that. These cards are, I'm assuming nobody's going to want them in their packages. Feels like I have another card that might have a spacer or a relic in here. This is very exciting. Yeah, it's very much when Topps sort of revived the Allen and Ginter property. That's when Donruss and Upper Deck, or Panini, I guess, and Upper Deck both really brought in what we would consider to be sort of the major sort of scenario. Like they would bring back their version of Allen and Ginter. So again, this one felt thick, and sure enough, there is something thick in there. So I am going to mix it up here. I wonder. This is a Gordie Howe card. It looks like the Gordie Howe picture that they used for The Simpsons when Bart was catfishing Mrs. Krabappel. I wonder if anybody can check that, but it definitely seems like it would be. Ty Cobb, famous racist, absolute monster, great player. Phil Rizzuto, famously referenced in Billy Madison, of course. Super Mega Death Punch, good to see you. Same thing with Don DeBlah. Charlie Gehringer, I love these names of people that just seem wild. We have Russ Johnson, actor. What was he in? Purple Heart recipient. It came from outer space in this island Earth. Oh, okay, yeah. So basically, if you've seen it on a Mystery Science Theater, he was in it. We have Mark Spitz, of course, very famous athlete. And let's see, this one we had another spacer card, but this is not a spacer. This is a museum age Archie Vaughan bat relic. You remember Archie Vaughan? You remember how you're a huge fan of baseball player Archie Vaughan? So let's see. Vaughan was nicknamed Archie by childhood friends in California because of his family's Arkansas accent. One of his 6 Hall of Famers played Pittsburgh. The enclosed material is guaranteed. So this dude, oh, he's in a sweater vest. No, thanks for looking up, Billy. So this is really cool. You get a piece of Golden Age bat relic in here. I always wonder how they do that. They probably just shave the hell out of a baseball bat, but that is a pretty cool relic. I mean, it's not every day you get something from somebody who was playing baseball, basically around when your grandfather was born. That is really cool. I'm gonna put that right here, so we see that. That's gonna stay. But these cards are great. Now, again, we are, quote, searching for Bobby Fischer. I believe he's card number 133 in here. We got the big Gordie Howe, not in a sweater vest, but he might as well be. Seattle Slew, we got that Triple Crown winner. So this headlines here, this is actually, so I did my research here. This is a subset, extra headlines. These are from like the New Jersey, it's like the New Jersey special edition. It's some New Jersey baseball thing, but you'll see it has a subset, I believe, special edition. So that's an interesting one. I was reading up and doing my research on this box in here, and there are certain parallels and stuff. Here's a cool card. Titanic. That is a cool card. Hey, Suzanne Bell. Good to see you in here. Swede Riesberg and Minnie Minuzzo. Minoso? Let's see what we got in here. It's funny, I actually had a lunch at 3 o'clock that I had to put back to 4 because I forgot I was doing this. We have Richard Petty, one of the greatest racers of all time. We have Lefty Williams, Fred Lynn, that's my guy right there. Fred Lynn, that's one of the Red Sox legend. We have Gene Tennis is our mini card here. Good old TR, Teddy Roosevelt, and another, Ben Hogan. He's our guy here. Ben Hogan is our guy. Hold on, I got an itch in my ear. Sorry if this affects the audio at all, but I had to take my earbud out. All right, back to it. These packs are like, they're not easy. They're like tricky to get into. And especially because I've got these like massive thumbs. This is a reminder, by the way, if you are a member of my Patreon, definitely hit me up and let me know which cards you want. It seems like if you're a Yankee fan, and I know one of you has the Yankees in there, that you've got your choice of really great stuff. We have Al Unser. We have the Man Walks on Moon headlines card. Oop. Drop the mini card. The mini card is it cigarettes? Nope. It is Minnie Minoso. We got the Minnie Minoso card. Man of War and John F. Kennedy. Look at that. Got my friend Anthony joining me. It's good to see you joining me on something that isn't a Star Wars pack. Good to see you, bud. All right. This one has a spacer or a relic in it as well. I can feel it. I could feel it when I grabbed it. And again, another good reason why they do these spacers is because you can feel them. You can absolutely feel them. We will put these, I'll put that to the back off camera. Good to see you, Anthony. We got the Nolan Ryan mini. That's great. I love that. That is really fun. Gene Tennis. We have Duke Ellington. That's cool. I was not expecting that. Jack Dempsey. This is great because a lot of people on their interests, because I do a little survey on the Patreon and I ask people their interests, and a lot of people give me interests on stuff that I'm not going to open a lot of cards on. Like some people are like, I've been getting into boxing or whatever. Keep the Jane Mansfield and Kennedy cards separate from Friction Burns. This will be great. I know somebody that's like, I've been really getting into boxing, and that Jack Dempsey card will be great. We have Nancy Lopez, famed Golden Age golfer. We have Bill Walton, this freak here. Great when we got him on the Celtics. And then we have the Spacer card, so that people don't think that it's the bat of a Golden Age legend. This is oddly cathartic. It is really fun to watch these things. You know, when I started to get into this, this is a weird way of opening it. When I started getting into the pack breaking, it was I did a lot of research, and I researched certain channels, and I looked how they were doing. There are some breakers that I did not. They were all business, and then there were some that really built strong communities. And the one that I really kind of learned the most of was The Past is Alive, which is a great group of, like, it's a fun guy, this guy John Jabs, he's really great, but he's built this really fun community. We have Dawn Wells here, and I think if I recall, yeah, Gilligan's Island, that's Marianne. So, like, a good example, right? Somebody on my Patreon has that they've been really getting into sitcoms a lot lately. That sitcoms have been something they've been really enjoying. And so this would be a great card that would be very unique for someone that's like, well, I'm going to put this down, but nothing will ever come of it. And then, bam, you get a Marianne from Gilligan's Island. Oh, my God. That I was not expecting. That is, wow, okay. So we have a Jean Crouget or Crougeot. Okay, let's take a look at this. Wow, that is Curtis. I actually do help teach. So John Crougeot, Seattle Slew would have stayed perfect if he wanted to conquer a horse. Jockey assigned to most to mount the colt. So this was the jockey that really was going after the Triple Crown. Wow, that is really cool. No, those are cardboard spacers. If you're talking about the relic pieces, they're actually thick pieces of white cardboard. So this right here, wow, what a weird and unique autograph to find. And that's honestly something I really enjoy. I actually really enjoy when you pull something that's just so out of the ordinary, so not, like baseball players or football players or whatever. But this right here, like a jockey autograph, that is so friggin' weird. I love that. Also things I love, pulling this mini card of the Loch Ness Monster. I have people that love monsters, that's on their envelope. I like monsters and horror. Someone that did that, they're getting this Loch Ness Monster in the mail. We have Fred McMullen and Tony Kubek. These are way cooler than I expected them to be. These are, I was like kind of looking forward to it, but I actually have been really getting into Allen and Ginter, so I was like, I think I know what's happening here. But this is so different. That's so cool. So 2 hits already. 2 hits that we got here with the, I wish I had a thicker penny sleeve in here so I could protect that one in there. I know we're going to have a Boston heavy one because I saw that on the other side. The mini cards are not stickers, they're mini cards. So we have Bill Russell and Ted Williams. So this is my pack right here to get 2 of literally the greatest players of each team here in there. Surprised it would be like Tom Brady. Harmon Killebrew. Ooh, this is like big names. Nate Colbert. We have a Johnny Bench mini card. And Charlie Chaplin. Ooh, this is a great pack. And it's also funny to see Charlie Chaplin look like that. I think we all sort of picture him in the push broom mustache. This one feels like it has either a spacer or a relic in it. I can feel it. Hold on. Sorry for leaving a blank thing while I open this. But this one feels like it has something thicker in it. So I'm going to maneuver behind it. And we are going to go here with Cleon Jones. We have the Spirit of St. Louis. That's Lindbergh's plane. We got Yaz, Carly Yastrzemski, another Boston legend. We have Dick Forsberry's High Jumper. Citation, the 1948 Triple Crown winner. We have Tricky Dicky Nixon here. Look at him smiling. He's going to do some crimes. And then we have another spacer card. Good for Panini for protecting and preserving sort of the integrity of the hobby by not just making it easy to find what the relic is. But that is funny. Also, I've never heard of Archie Vaughn, but I'm obsessed with that. I'm obsessed with that. Like I was saying about like the pack breakings before, though, you start to notice that there's like shorthand that people have in how they talk, these inside jokes, these bits that go through. And I really like the idea of that, building a community, because that's, what's really important to me as well, is that community aspect of it. And I really like that. So Meadowlark Lemon, the Clown Prince of Basketball. Of course, if you're a Globetrotters fan, that name means a little bit to you. Yeah, Dungeon, you managed to make a live. You accidentally requested to join as well. Ron Turcotte, also the name of a comedian that I remember from like Maine or something. He was the jockey of Secretariat. We have the Bobby Fischer. This is the one that we were looking for before. This is not a commentary on who Bobby Fischer is as a person, because he's kind of a monster. But this is the card we were searching for. This was our needle in a haystack that we were trying to pull, because tomorrow's episode of Nerd that is going up, and if you're watching this on YouTube, that means it got released last Thursday. This is the card that we were looking for, because it is Searching for Bobby Fischer is the theme as we start our celebration of sort of childhood neglect. You did catch it. I'm glad you caught it, Dre. Yeah, right there. So Bobby Fischer, we got that one. That's a good, yes. Not the only monster. It wasn't just the Loch Ness monster in there. So we have the Penny mini card that's Secretariat's owner. Glad she got a card. Early Win. It's a good name for a pitcher, right? Early Win. And Edgar Allan Poe. I believe Edgar Allan Poe is the first card in the set. Here we go. Card number 1. So where my goths at? This one is a little bit thicker as well. So let's see if this is going to have a hit or if it's going to be a dud. Yeah, Behind the Bastards. I would assume that the Bobby Fischer episode was great. So let's see if we're going to get another one here. We have Jim Ryan. We have Bill Dickey right here. Sam Crawford. Red Grange. The only reason I know this name is from Married with Children. There was a big Red Grange joke where Al was trying to get attention, and everyone's like, "You know Red Grange?" Because he's like, the best football player to ever come from here. And everyone's like, Red Grange? And Rusty Staub. That's a fun name. We have what looks like, is this the same Kareem? Or is this a parallel? And then we have the other spacer, because I think there are alternate image parallels. So I would love to see, I know he was kind of early. Let's see if we can go through and find that Kareem. Nope, it's the same one. All right, I was just misremembering what it looked like. Well, you've also got sound. Good to see that, Dungeon Master of Puppets. All right. It's pretty cool, man. This is rad. That we got that. Paul Schneck, good to see you joining. He's one of the members of the rookie card tier, so he'll be looking at this intently. Yeah, it is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar there. We have Eddie Matthews, Cleon Jones, Pete Rose. God, he was so good. We have a Nixon mini card, classic. Ooh, we got Ava Gardner. Damn, she was fine as hell. Look at her. And Bobby Jones, who cares? Back to Ava Gardner. Damn, she is something. All right, time to see what we got here. All right. Stan Musial kissing his gross bat. That's how he died. Bill Mazeroski. Oh, we got Jeannie herself, Barbara Eden. What a smoke show. Rudolph Valentino mini card. Buster Keaton. Biggest influence on Jackie Chan, actually. He was the biggest Buster Keaton fan, and then Jim Ryan. Buster Keaton, sort of a master of physical comedy in a way that other people just would never be able to pull off here. Yeah, yeah, nothing like Pete Rose having a Kane feud at WrestleMania. Always funny. So, Battling Nelson, what a great nickname that is. Bob Feller. Jerry West, obviously looking just like Jerry West here. We have, this is Chick Gandil. I think we had him already as a mini card. So we got a couple repeat mini cards here. Willie McCovey. And we got the Archivon base card. We'll put that right with the Archivon bat relic there. You did, Captain Jack Hartless, my good friend, my co-host of wrestling-themed, burlesque, Jack, and my compatriot at Shepherd Hill Regional High School. You did see Buster Keaton. We got Heisman. We got the Heisman. Grace Kelly. Harlow. Jean. Picture of a beauty queen. Carl Bernstein. So we got Woodward. So, yep. We have the Bernstein, the Woodward, and the Nixon. That's going to be a 3-pack. That's going to be 3 cards I'm going to put together. The Spirit of St. Louis mini card right in front of Bobby Thompson and Eddie Collins. So this is great. It's a little more sport heavy than I thought, but it's not in such a way that I would feel like I'm cheating on Adam, which he don't even like sports cards with these because they're so all over the place. This one feels like it has something in it as well, so I'm going to move that over a bit. All right. Yeah, this is a very cool. So we got the Ted Williams mini. That's great. God, I liked him. Going to get some moxie. So we have Bob Beeman. We have the large-sized Loch Ness Monster. That's pretty cool. Warren Spahn, famously from that Donruss puzzle from 1988, 89. The Hindenburg. They have the Hindenburg and they had the Titanic. Yeah, these have everything. Secretariat, and it was a spacer. Yeah, so these are, I know somebody was asking if it was plastic. They seem kind of like foam core. So it's like, it's not plastic so much, but it's kind of like a foam cardboard mix here. So we got 3 packs left. Teddy is the best hitter of all time. Ain't nobody going to hit that's not fair to say that, nobody's going to hit like Ted Williams, but I think the closest we ever had was Tony Gwynn. And Tony Gwynn, as far as the modern age, nobody could come close to Tony Gwynn. All right, so we have John Blue Moon Odom. We have Joe Torre. Oh, what the hell is this? It's like a 3D card, like a pop-up card. We have a Duke Snyder. Look, you can see if you fold it over, it'll. We have that right here. That is cool. We're gonna put that in a. I don't know what it is, but I know it's cool. A little dinged up in the corner, but it's still pretty rad. So I'll put that over in the cool hits section, right in front of Buck Leonard, FDR, and Frank Howard. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like it was sort of like a little thing to kind of, if you were to fold this over, right? So if I folded this in half to make it like a little triangle, he'd sort of pop up, which is kind of rad. What a cool little thing to do in there. It was card number 1 of the set, of the subset. So it says card number 1. We saw that Edgar Allan Poe was card number 1 of the regular set, but this is card number 1 of the subset. All right, we have 2 more packs. And we got Mickey Lalich, Tom Seaver. Oh, we got Jack Dempsey. We got a Jack Dempsey. What is card number 1? So, like, obviously we see these subsets coming in. I'm not 100% sure. I actually think, hold on. And I tried getting my research on this a little bit better. But I'll open the last pack and then we'll look at the odds and stuff. These are weird, cool, and weird. Yeah. Bob Beeman, Louis Arpaio, and Ralph Kiner here. Let's open this last pack, go through it, and then I'm going to take a look at what the odds for these subsets are, because it's pretty cool. You know, this was a good box. And again, this is sort of in celebration of Dre Alvarez, my co-host of Nerd. It's his birthday month, and he was, we did Searching for Bobby Fischer, which is dropping tomorrow. Yeah, pulling that Jack Dempsey is super cool. I really like that a lot. That's cool. We have Larry Fine, Bobby Allison. Oh, cool. We got a Jack Johnson as well. Man, that is cool. Jack Johnson, I mean, this dude was awesome. Jack Johnson, Unapologetically Black, I believe was the name of the documentary about him by, I think it was Ken Burns. This is just gorgeous, just so pretty. Such a good standing piece. And that's number 6 of that subset that we saw with the Duke Snider. Wow, what a cool one here. We have the Gene Tennants, Byron Nelson, and we also got the Jack Johnson base. Look at that. That is cool. Unforgivable Blackness. That's right. So looking on the back, I know it showed. So it showed what we had here. We had, I didn't see if we had any hard to see common variations. Black aqueous commons parallels, mini commons parallels, broadleaf brown ink backs, blue ink backs, 146 cards, mini commons parallels, candy cards, mini commons, black aqueous, plenty cards, Newark Evening. So the Newark Evening World Supplement, there's a 25 card set, 15 card headline set, batter up set, museum age set, Black Signature, there's 10 card set, Ferguson Bakery Pennants, Honus Wagner reprints, it's just 1 card, Triple Crown Winners signature card, and historic buyback. So it doesn't have the odds of what each one was. You could go, I think there's like a baseball card website for that, but taking a look at this, these are really fun. I've actually become really low-key obsessed with this style of card. I actually open a lot of Allen and Ginter off camera because I find it very fun. And so it's going to be funny that people this month are going to be getting a lot of Allen and Ginter style cards in the mail. And they'll be like, I don't remember him opening these. Sometimes I just open cards for fun. I like these mini cards. I think they're really fun. This autograph, this jockey autograph, is such a unique and weird thing to see that I'm like kind of super into it. And then, of course, a Golden Age Bat Relic by Archie Vaughan. This is cool as hell. I love that a lot. This is really fun. So this is what we got. This is the Panini Golden Age box right here. Shout out to Dre Alvarez for sending me this box so that we could open and celebrate the release of Nerd, which is going to be tomorrow as we start our 2nd year of Nerd. We're starting, this is officially the 1-year anniversary. We're starting with Dre's, I guess, one of his favorite movies of all time, with Searching for Bobby Fischer. And we've got a couple of great ones coming up in the next couple of months that I'm very excited for. So that being said, it would have been nice if the horse autographed that card. Turns out that horse is food. But thank you all so much for watching with me. I'm going to try to be here every Wednesday at 2 o'clock doing a break. Spoiler alert, if you guys want to see a little preview of what I think I might be doing on the next break, or at least in a break coming up, I actually just came across this box of DC versus Marvel, and it was they were priced out at $8.99 a pack, as you can tell. I managed to get a pretty good deal. I had a good opportunity to make a purchase on those, so I'm going to try to open those. If not now, then if not next week, then soon. Maybe I'll do that in October. But it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Marvel versus DC is good. Of course, the main title written by my good buddy Ron Mars, who has been a guest of my podcast before. Really nice guy. This right here, Panini Golden Age. Shout out to Dre Alvarez for sending this to me. If you are interested in sending cards to me to break on camera, I'll do it. Just contact me. It's all good. But for now, I'll see you guys later. Thank you all so much. Thanks for joining me, even if you just accidentally clicked on joining. People are really enjoying Nerd. It's a really, really fun show, so I really hope you do like it. This is a lot of fun. We did get the Bobby Fischer that we were searching for, so let's check this out tomorrow. See you. Nerd drops on my Patreon at 12:01 a.m. and then free for everybody at 6 a.m. wherever you find your podcasts. And again, cherish each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week with another break. And if you want to see this with timestamps and things like that, and I believe Dre will get that up on YouTube next week. Thank you all so much. I cherish and adore each and every one of you for joining me, and we will see you next time. And until then, keep saying hi. Keep listening. Lots of good stuff. All right. Bye, everyone.